pentagonal pyramid. So you will draw a pentagon here. Draw the pentagon. I have drawn this pentagon. Now take one vertex here. Join this from all the vertex of this pentagon. So in this manner, you will get pentagon. Pentagonal pyramid. Now, write the faces, vertices, and edges. Faces are 6. Faces are your 6. Vertices are again 6 by the same formula because number of sides n is equal to 5. Pentagon is a 5-sided figure, so your n is 5 put here, and edges are double of this, that is 10. So these are the faces, vertices, and edges for the pentagonal pyramid. Next is your hexagonal pyramid. So in case of hexagonal pyramid, you will draw a hexagon here. But now, listen one thing. If you draw a hexagon in the vertical manner, then there will be one problem. Suppose I have drawn this in this manner. If you take one common vertex here, if you join all this will overlap this line. So better to draw the hexagon in some another manner. थोड़ा सा slanting बना सकते हो, so that will be much better. If you draw it in a little bit slanting position, wait. बेटा अगर आप इसे vertical draw करते हो इस तरह से, थोड़ा सा छोटा बनाना. And you will take common vertex here. This is your hexagonal pyramid. Got it? तो hexagonal pyramid है ये आपका. चाहे इस तरह से बना लो, थोड़ा सा horizontal मतलब slanting way में, चाहे vertical बना लो. You have to join it by the common vertex. Write the faces, vertices, and edges. Faces are always one more than this. Hexagon is having 6 sides, so 6 plus 1 is 7. 7, and edges are, you can count the line, that is double of this, that is 12. We have used the formula n plus 1, and 2n. Write down. A prism is a polyhedron. A prism is a polyhedron whose base and top are congruent polygons, whose base and top are congruent polygons and whose lateral faces are parallelograms in shape, and whose lateral faces are parallelograms in shape. A prism is a polyhedron whose top and base are congruent polygons. Congruent means whose shape and size are exactly same. There are two terms, one is similar and one is congruent. Similar means that are same in shape. Like if I draw two circles, they are same in shape, but their size are not same. So they are similar. Like when you must have listened about this word, someone says to you when look at you that you resemble with your mother, you resemble with your father, means you are having similar type of facial features. So same का meaning है only features are same, only shape is same, but the size is not same. ठीक है? So if the size and shape both are same, that means the figures are congruent. So in the definition we have written that Prism is a polyhedron whose top and bottom means base, are congruent. Congruent means exactly same होते हैं. And the lateral faces means side faces जिससे वो join हो रहे हैं, that are parallelograms in shape. I'm giving you one example. First is your triangular prism. Like if I draw a triangle in the upper face and in the bottom face, and these two triangles are exactly same, that means they are same in shape as well as in size. That means they are congruent. This is your upper face, this is the lower face. And if you join all the respective vertices, you will get a prism. This is your triangular prism. The name is kept after the base because base is having a triangle, so its name is triangular prism. And these faces, these lateral faces are your parallelograms. You can easily see these lateral faces are your parallelograms. So you can count the faces, vertices, and edges from here. Faces you can count one upper face, one bottom face, and we are having three lateral faces, 1, 2, and this side one. This back one that is not visible to us, that is on the back side of this bigger one. So it is having three side lateral faces and one top and one bottom. So 5 are there. As you can see, that triangle is a three-sided figure. So here we are having n as 3. So can you derive the formula? What should be added to 3 to make it 5? So formula will become n plus 2. Now count the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So vertices are 6. So you can write the formula from here. This is 3. You have to make 6. So how you can make 6 from 3? You can write here n plus 3 or it is twice of n you can write. But let me check from some another example. Then we will sure about the formula. Edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 edges are there. This is triple of this. The formula will become 3n. So in the similar manner, if we discuss one another formula, then we will be sure about the formula, that whether we have written it in a wrong manner or something. Now, next is your square prism. So for the square prism, you will draw a square in the upper face as well as in the lower face. Beta. Now look here. Before drawing this, firstly listen to me. If you draw a square in this manner, and if you will join the respective vertices, then the figure will be like this and it will not be in an understanding position. Now, you will draw a square in the slanting position so that we can easily join the vertices. Is it okay? So you will draw two squares, but in the slanting position so that you can easily join them. Upper one will be joined with the upper one. Lower one will be joined with the lower one. Now, ये थोड़ा सा इस साइड पे चला गया ना, इसलिए थोड़ा स्लांटिंग हो गया. आप एक बार दोबारा बना सकते हैं हम. अच्छा, can you tell me which figure we are getting? We are getting cuboid. That means the another name of sphere prism is cube or cuboid. So both can be the name for this. ठीक है? मैं आपको बताती हूँ क्यों. दोनों ही नेम हो सकते हैं. So instead of drawing like this, as you can see that sphere prism is also called cuboid. So you can easily draw a cuboid here so that we can get correct figure. Is it okay, beta? So this is your square prism. These two are square and we have joined them. Got it? This lower one is joined with the lower one and upper one is joined with the upper one. And in the same manner, both these are joined. Got it? So now one more thing. Actually, आपने definition में लिखा prism की कि जो side lateral faces होते हैं वो parallelogram होते हैं. तो यहाँ पे rectangles बन रहे हैं या parallelogram बन रहे हैं, एक ही बात है. If you check one another some different book like extra book, if you will see, you can see the definition in this manner also. Instead of parallelogram, rectangle word can be there. ठीक है, तो साइड वाले फेसेस रेक्टेंगल भी हो सकते हैं, पैरेललोग्राम भी हो सकते हैं. और अगर यही फिगर आप स्क्वायर बना दो इस तरह से, मींस क्यूब बना दो और ज्वाइन कर दो, तो ऊपर वाला फेस और नीचे वाला फेस आपके सामने है, स्क्वायर है, बट द साइड फेसेस आर आल्सो पैरेललोग्राम. हैं छोटे हैं बट हैं तो पैरेललोग्राम ही ना, चाहे वो इक्वल है, बट यू ऑल नो दैट स्क्वायर इज आल्सो अ टाइप ऑफ ए पैरेललोग्राम. तो ये जो साइड वाले स्क्वायर फेसेस आ रहे हैं, दैट आर आल्सो पैरेललोग्राम. So we can say that the another name of sphere prism can be cube or cuboid. ठीक है, अगर आपको भी सिर्फ ये कहे is square prism a cuboid, तो आप कहोगे no, it can be cube also. So the another name of square pyramid, square prism is cube or cuboid. Both can be the name. Write down the faces, vertices and edges. Now faces you can see 1, 2, 3 and one back face. This one is the fourth face. ये जो आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, एक ही ऊपर वाला हो गया, नीचे वाला हो गया, टोटल कितने फेसेस हो गए? 6. Actually same is the case of cube and cuboid, so you will write down the faces, vertices and edges from cube and cuboid. Faces 6, vertices 8 and edges are 12. Now check about the formula. I have written the formula n plus 2, n plus 3 and thrice of n. So let's check this formula. As you can see that square is having 4 sides. So n is your 4. N is your 4. So now check it. If you add 2 to this, it will become 6. So that means the formula that we have written n plus 2 is correct. Actually, we are checking the formula. Firstly, we have written from the figure. Now we are checking that the formula is correct or something wrong is there. Now 8, what you will do? This is your 4 and we want to make 8. This will be twice. So instead of this, you will write here twice of n. N plus 3 is not correct. You will write double of 3 will give you 6. So in this manner, you will write it is double of n. 4 का डबल करोगे, आपको 8 चाहिए ना, so that will be 2n. Now next is thrice of 4 will give you 12. So your formula becomes 3n. So in this manner, I have written the faces, vertices and edges, and formula is there, that is n plus 2, 2n and 3n. Now, let's draw a pentagon here. In the same manner, you will draw a pentagon in the bottom. This is your upper face, this is your lower face. Now, join the respective vertex. This is your pentagonal prism. Faces, vertices and edges. Use this formula. Pentagon is having 5 sides, so your n is 5. Now, if you write 5 here, it will become 7. If you put 5 here, 5 2s are 10. If you put 5 here, 5 3s are 15. So we are getting faces, vertices and edges as 7, 10 and 15. Yes, next is your hexagonal prism. You will draw hexagon in the upper as well as in the lower face. Now join them. And if you draw it like this, let me check. That will be same, beta. That will be same. Little bit difference between the sides will be there. Otherwise, it will be same if you draw it in the horizontal manner. Now, next topic is your Euler's formula. Next topic is your Euler's formula. Yes, listen, beta. Euler's formula will be applicable only if polyhedron is given. It's not applicable in the case of cone, cylinder, sphere. Because why it is not applicable in the case of sphere, cone, and cylinder? Why it is not applicable? Because all these three figures are not polyhedron. Polyhedrons are the figure that is made up of entirely line segment that is having the face in the polygon form. Got it? So that's why Euler's formula is applicable only in case of polyhedron figure. Now, the formula is F plus V is equal to E plus 2. If the faces, vertices and edges will satisfy this formula, that means polyhedron is possible. Got it? And if the polyhedron is possible, that means the faces, vertices and edges of that figure, that polyhedron must satisfy this formula. So two things I have just spoken. If the figure is a polyhedron, that means the faces, vertices and edges must satisfy this formula. And if the faces, vertices and edges are satisfying this formula, that means polyhedron must be possible. That means it is possible for us to draw a polyhedron from those faces, vertices and edges. Now, let's discuss question number exercise 10.3. Last question I'm discussing. And if you have seen the video of Wednesday and Thursday, you must have listened about this formula in that video also. Now, in the last question, number 8, you have given faces as 10, edges as 20, and vertices are 15. So the question is, can a polyhedron is possible? Now, I have just spoken that if the faces, vertices, and edges satisfy this formula, that means polyhedron is possible, otherwise not. Now, let's use this formula. So, you will write the formula first. You will write in the bracket that Euler's formula we are using. Now, actually, we are verifying. So, you will solve a left-hand side, that is F plus V, and right-hand side separately. Faces are your 10, vertices are 15, edges are 20. So this is your 25 and this is 22. So you will write here left hand side is not equal to right hand side. That means polyhedron is not possible. Means it is not possible for us to draw a polyhedron with these faces, vertices and edges.